This is Go-MMT Radio.
Go-MMT Radio. Let's go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Go IBBO and Redbus.
Wonder Women of Go-MMT.
हेलो एंड वेलकम टू अ ब्रांड न्यू एपिसोड ऑफ Go-MMT रेडियो. मेरा नाम है सोनू एंड आज हमारे शो पे वी आर गोइंग टू बी जॉइंड बाय वन ऑफ द wonder women's of Go-MMT. In fact, she's so interesting. I cannot wait for you to meet her. But before that, we have to do a couple of things. And to begin with, HR policies are something that we are discussing on the show. Now, maternity leave के बारे में हम सबको मालूम है. Paternity leave भी उतनी ही ज़्यादा important है. And paternity break is given to all the male employees of Go-MMT Radio to congratulate and celebrate team members' personal milestone and to support them on their personal journey. Now, all the full-time working employees are eligible for this. Under this, you get 2 weeks of paid leave to be availed, and this is for the new fathers within 6 months of baby's birth. Leave is to be taken at one go. You cannot split the leave. That is something that you have to keep in your mind. Another thing that you have to keep in your mind is to reduce the plastic usage. Entire this month we are celebrating Plastic Free July, which is why we've been telling you little things that you can do to make sure कि आप plastic का usage कम से कम करें. Now during summers आप बाहर जाते हैं, नारियल पानी पीने का मन करता है, and the straw that you use there is of course made of plastic. Now that is something you can avoid by carrying a steel straw with you. अपने बैग में एक पाउच रख लें जिसमें एक स्टील स्ट्रॉ है, जिसमें एक क्लीनर भी आता है. You can find it easily online. Always make sure that you keep the steel straw kit with you. And अगर आपके पास 2 या 3 steel straws है, even better, you can ask your friends to use it as well, and thereby you will be reducing the usage of plastic. Wonder Women is the name of our segment today, and today we have with us Swatabdi Mallick, who is an adventure expert. Now, the minute I got to know that you are an adventure expert, I want to ask you, what is the greatest adventure that you have been on, Swatabdi?
Okay, so first of all, adventure expert is like a real big thing to know that people consider me as an expert. But if I have to state one destination, if I tell you right at the moment, what I can remember is, so we were on a road trip for 100 plus days. In like 3 years ago.
Yes.
And we happened to visit Nepal during that time. Right. So in Nepal, there is a bridge called Kushma Bridge.
Okay.
Right. It's a suspension bridge and it is close to a kilometer long. So from one mountain to the other mountain. So there is no other option. But there's a foot of, width of the bridge, and it's a suspension bridge, like iron bridge, and it's suspending. So what happened is we had to cross the bridge to go to the other destination. Now we were on a bike and we had to cross we have to sit on the bike. My husband has to drive the bike and we have to cross the bridge. Now, trust me, Sonu, when I tell you this, this was a close to death experience. I felt we had to cross the bridge, and there were, on the opposite sides, there were locals crossing as well.
Right.
So we had to give them space also to kind of, cross.
Right.
So that was something like scary. And my husband, he is super adventure more than me as well. So he was into make a video also of this. And I was like, okay, you are literally killing me and you're asking me to make a video as well. So it would have been perhaps okay, but then with riding gears and then, so much of luggage on the bike, and then, just going to the other side of the cliff was terrifying, honestly.
My God, we've never started the show on such a cliffhanger sort of situation. And I think it sets the mood for the entire show that you are an adventure expert with Go-MMT. You are based out of Kolkata. And Swatabdi, it's a pleasure having you on the show in our Wonder Women section. And today on Go-MMT Radio, we are talking about a very interesting life, I must say, that Swatabdi has led. She is a software engineer by education, and she shifted to Mumbai after she got married. And then, what happened for you to just decide, let's just not do this anymore and let's just go on a road trip? It sounds like a movie script, Shatabdi, let me tell you.
Oh my God, that's huge actually. No, Sonu, the thing is that, so I am born and brought up in Kolkata, right? And my husband was working in Mumbai like before we got married. So the thing is that once I went to visit him in Mumbai, and then we decided that let's stay together for a couple of months, because I have a lot of responsibilities back at home, because my mother is like, she has met with cerebral attack by then thrice. Right. And she is like 70% paralyzed, So I take care of my mother. My father-in-law is a bipolar disorder patient. So I take care of that as well. My sister is a doctor. She has, she was planning to have a baby then. My father was doing pretty well, but then there were a lot of responsibilities back at home. Right. But then right after getting married, I wanted to, stay with some time with my husband. So when I shifted there, my husband said that why don't you stay a couple of months more and see how, if you like Mumbai, then we can shift here. Right. So I stayed, and then Mumbai is, my God, Sonu, it's such a fast city. Yes. Compared to Kolkata, everybody is on a go always. Like they're going somewhere. They're going somewhere. They're making a career. They're making a life. Right. And I started working there. Like I joined Bose Corporation, and the pay was very handsome. We were living a very good life, nothing to think. You don't have to think before spending and everything. Because, in Mumbai, people work hard, party harder as well. Yes. So, yeah. So couple of months, after the job and all, I realized, so there's no chase, there's no end to the chase, Today you are earning 50,000, tomorrow you'll chase for maybe 70, then a lakh, then more than a lakh. True. So where does this end? It doesn't end, right? And my husband also, thankfully, he was the one who actually, got this idea. He said that before we get mad and get totally insane and we chase money rather than chasing our life, let's do something and find out, let's wrap up from here, and we will any which way shift back to Kolkata. So why not take a detour of the entire country and go back to Kolkata? Right. Yeah. So we started thinking and planning about the trip, and then we started saving. And Sonu, trust me when I tell you, saving, we got mad while saving, because Mumbai is such an expensive city with rent and everything. Yes. We could hardly save. So we saved around for 8 months or so, maximum 8 months or 9 months we could save, and 1.5 lakhs maximum is what we could save. And everything we packed, on 2 saddle bags and 1 backpack, and 1 tank bag was there, and we took our bike and we just left one day. And there was no destination decided. We just thought whenever the money will end, we will go back home. Right. With a decent, amount back in our bank balance, so that we can survive a month or two, and then we'll figure out life back in Kolkata.
Right. Shatabdi, how does one make sure that they travel at least once a year? Because plans तो काफी सारे होते हैं, but I think a holiday will not reach its destination if you don't plan well, if you don't prioritize it like you prioritize your work. So what would you tell to those people who are not very happy with the way things are going, because they want to travel but they're not able to travel as much?
See, Sonu, I personally believe, and this is a belief to my core, that you have destination. We are so blessed to be born in a country where there are so many terrains, so many places, and there is something for every budget. Right. So whatever your base is, even if you cannot, for example, if you are in Mumbai, just make sure that you go to Lonavala or Khandala and stay for 5 days there or 4 days there. If you can't afford a big trip with flights and, stay, etc., etc. What happens is, once you do this, you will get the hunger, right? And you will know how to save. So I always tell, start by small destination, maybe 100 kilometers. Maybe you can stretch it to 200 kilometers next. So whenever you're investing a lakh in a vacation, you have to think a lot. Your family's there, your kids are there, your responsibilities are there. So start planning small. Yeah. It is very important.
Yes. start with small trips and then, you can go for bigger
Go ahead.
holidays. Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
a good option. And personally, tell me, Shatabdi, how many times a year you make sure that, yes, this is my time to go out and explore the places? How many times in a year you are successfully doing it?
So Sonu, as I mentioned earlier as well, so I have a bit of responsibility back at home.
Yes.
Right after just before the COVID thing has hit, the first lockdown, my mother met with stroke again for the fourth. So she is now completely bedridden, and it is like I do not leave her out of my sight at all.
Right.
So I'm always at home. So before that, me and my husband, he is my favorite partner to travel. So before that, we never used to count. So this is very interesting when I tell you, whenever there used to be close to 20,000 in our account, our feet used to itch that let's go somewhere.
Wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. We always say that पहले ये कर लेते हैं, फिर holiday जाएंगे, पहले वो कर लेते हैं. I think that never happens.
नहीं होता है.
बिल्कुल
नहीं होता है.
Time for a quick rapid fire round with Shatabdi. Shatabdi, are you ready?
Yes.
The rapid fire round.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Loyal, adventurous, and composed.
If a movie was made on your life, what genre it would be?
It would be maybe drama, because I have a lot of drama in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. Who would play you?
Me?
Yeah.
I would play myself.
Of course. Why not? I love that answer. Okay, tell me one public personality whom you admire the most.
Okay, so public personality, if you say, I don't know if you know a lot about this biking community. So there is a girl called Twinkle Kapti. So Twinkle, she is a lady and she has achieved a lot on her bullet, and she has, traveled a lot, and she's doing an amazing job back in Kutch. A lot of social work. So I admire her a lot.
Wow, that's really nice. And last question, who is your favorite superhero?
My superhero, maybe Batman. I love the color black.
I love the choice, and I love the fact that you were such a sport throughout the conversation. Thank you so much for joining us, Shatabdi, and it was a pleasure talking to you. You have a great day ahead.
Thank you so much, Sonu. I had super fun. Trust me.
Thank you so much. And with that, we are almost towards the end of the show. लेकिन जाने से पहले एक छोटा सा reminder है आपके लिए. We are celebrating 7 years of Make My Trip Foundation on the 18th of July, and this time the theme is celebrating our partners. तो 18th of July के दिन बहुत सारे NGOs आएंगे and they will be putting up their stalls. So make sure that you go and show your support, because they have some amazing sustainably made products. So make sure that you go and take part in this. और जल्दी मिलेंगे. Until we meet next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep smiling. This is me, Sonu, signing off.
Hello everyone. Hello Go Trippers. Great to talk to each one of you after a long time. This is Yuvraj Srivastava from Human Resource Department. Wanted to share good news with all of you that we are celebrating our Make My Trip Foundation 7th anniversary on 18th of July this year in Gurgaon office. And happy to again share that we started Make My Trip Foundation in 2015, and since then we have grown and done huge amount of work in the areas of social impact across the length and breadth of the country. You'll get to see the glimpse of some of the work what we have done. At the same time, also interact and meet with some of our partners who have been part of this journey. Looking forward to seeing each one of you on 18th July in cafeteria or in Shakathon, and also share some more stories about Make My Trip Foundation, its genesis and impact. Thank you so much and all the best.
Hello everyone, this is Alia Bhatt and you're listening to GO-MMT Radio. Head, set, go.
To listen to your favorite Go-MMT radio from anywhere, follow us on YouTube, Facebook,